Hello my fellow gamers and welcome once again to Paraphilosophy's videos. Today I will show you another battle from Shogun 2 multiplayer. I have a large battle on the map called Lowlands. It's gonna be with 3 key buildings and now I will show you my army. I'm bringing my usual balanced army with cavalry, infantry and bow units. I've chosen to use a samurai and a monk unit this time around. I have the monk hero as usual for the war cry, 2 no-dachis for bonsai, and because I kinda depleted my Naginata Samurai in the previous battle, I had to use a Warrior Mark unit this time. So Naginata Warrior Marks, and since they all also have Warcry, I will put them on one flank, and on the other flank I will put the Monk Hero, so I can get more units down with Warcry when they get into range. Because the Monk archers have longer range than the Samurai, I put them behind, and then put the 2 units into the same group. Part of my cavalry goes on one flank, the other part goes on the other. I saw that the workshop was in the middle of the map, so that is where I plan to set up my army to go capture that. I have now Fire Cav and Light Cav in one formation, and in the other one Yari Cavalry. I usually like to have one side of my cavalry engagement stronger and one weaker, so that I can interchange the units if necessary, depending on the enemy's formation and his idea for the engagement, and also because it's easier to let the enemy attack a weaker unit in front and then attack it from the side or back with the stronger unit if you have more units available. I'm pushing my formation as close to the start line as I can to get to the key building as fast as I can and go in front of it if I want to keep the enemy from getting too near. Like I said, I'm putting the light cav in front of the fire cav, and now I just need to push up the archers forward and fix the grouping between my units. And here we go. The opponent kind of didn't answer to any text messages, so I didn't even bother telling him to have fun and good luck. Now I'm just waiting for him to sound the gong so I can run with my formation. There we go. You can see that his formation is quite spread out and there's a lot of spears in it. Soon I'll go there and check it out. Like I said, I'm forcing my units to go to the middle key building as fast as possible. Now I see some martial cavalry on one flank, some no-dachi, a Yari hero, which you won't see very often. Then some more Naginatas, some sword attendants, some Naginata attendants, more Yaris, and a bucket load of cavalry on his left flank, therefore my right flank, and so I get my cavalry back there. I didn't even bother dismounting to take the archer's dojo because I saw that he wanted a quick attack with his cavalry. That is why I pulled back pretty much all of my cavalry. He seemed like he was gonna go for the workshop, but then he stopped on his side of the river. I'm assuming that's because of his matchlocks. He even has a Shigeru matchlock unit, and now he's taking his cavalry also back. I'm using this time to place my units in frontal position, and I'm taking the Naginata monk unit out of group 1, out of the infantry group, to support my cavalry, because it looks to me like he has the advantage in cavalry, though he does have light cavalry as well. But I'm not sure just how many upgrades he has, and I kind of want to win the cavalry engagement with cavalry left over so I can chase down his mounted gunners and attack his other matchlock units. And you can see he just shot at my unit of light cav, which took some hits but survived mostly intact. And now I'm trying just to see the disposition of the rest of his army. How should I act? I'm filling him with fire arrows, reducing the number of his units that can charge me. He obviously realized that it wasn't a very good idea to let me have the workshop, so now he is getting closer into the attack position. Now, like you saw, I was setting up my Naginata monks to take the brunt of his cavalry attack, and now he's going to try and shoot me with his cavalry. Now I failed to have even a light cav here, and so he has an easy way of attacking my units here with his matchlock cavalry, because I cannot chase him down with just infantry. I send my monk hero forward to take over the fight with his Naginata attendants, and he pretty much routs them on their own I even tried to support with no-dachis, but saw that it wasn't necessary, so pulled back. He is then sending another Naginata unit, Naginata 10s forward, but those two will meet arrows. And now he charges with the cavalry. You see, I allocated my cavalry to try and fish as many of his cavalry into one of my cavalry units as I could. And now that I've pulled back, my light cav is going to take the brunt, and then I will have the Naginata monks support him. You can see that I managed to catch two of his cavalry units, even a third, at least half of it, into my trap, and then he charges with two cavalry units into one of mine, while I use a flank attack on his. Now over here he did manage to get through, and now I have to use my no-dachi to defend myself. While the cavalry engagement, I'm pretty much gonna win, especially because I dropped war cry into his units, and that's gonna drop his morale even further. And then as I break that flank, I'm going to use my cavalry to attack the backs of the cavalry which went down there, and you can see now as they get overwhelmed, all of them are routing, and so most of them will break. Now he did have this extra cavalry unit, that's actually the general, my bad. He I think went with Bonsai, if I'm not mistaken, and he slammed straight into my no-dachi, which is kinda gonna be a slaughter. Here he's using his cavalry to shoot my units. I'm not sure why did they get so far out of formation. I think they were fighting one of his units that went across the river, and I'm getting pretty much shot at here, but I don't want to get away from my own formation and try to defend myself as much as possible. Now I send this unit of Yari Cav, which survived the Cav fight, for his matchlock Cav unit, while I'm just trying to keep here with my units in formation because his infantry has yet to charge. I'm shooting as more of his matchlocks. He has some advanced matchlocks as well as some low tier matchlocks, but I do not wish to go there. I used the whistling arrows on his units to reduce his reload speed, as matchlocks have reduced reload speed compared to archers. Now you see he's pushing through the forest with both his remaining cavalry, which would be only the general I think, and his infantry, while he's also pushing across the river. But I'm pretty much in a stable defense position because my general is safe, there aren't any units attacking him, my bows can fiddle away at his units at range, while I have the cavalry advantage. Now I'm starting to use it. My cavalry chased off all his remaining cavalry, and now I'm starting to go for back attacks. It doesn't matter that he still has Naginatas, I'm still going to do some back attacks, and you can see his morale is now wavering. He's red in the two units that are attacking me as for the morale, so he will soon lose them, and you can see they are just routing now. The Matchlock Ashigaru, which tried to attack, was punished by one of the cavalry units and totally pushed back. All that he has left is are a few units of Naginatas, and I think there was a no-dachi unit up there which got attacked by my cavalry. That's not gonna last too long, and now it's pretty much a mop-up operation. Now for some reason that unit has survived a lot of arrows. I'm not sure what kind of armor they have, but they are pretty difficult to kill. Like I said, it was a mop-up operation, and that was it. Now I will show you the statistics screen, where I usually filter by kills, so I can see which unit did the most damage, which unit failed to do anything in this battle, and I then know how to plan my next battle. If a similar opponent has a similar army, I know which units are effective, which are not. You can notice that the bow monks actually did not get a lot of kills, and the samurai archers got only a little bit as well. Now, like I said, it was very strange that unit of gunners or whatever they were, matchlocks some sort of, they seemed to have huge armor and were dropping from all the volleys of arrows I dropped on them. In any event, that's all folks, thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned for more.